lay my shrimp in it. The seasoning I use for this shrimp is this Ashley Seafood Secret, and woo, it sure is good. After I seasoned it, I cooked it for about 2 minutes, flipped it, and seasoned the other side and cooked that. Then I took it out, added the spinach till it was cooked. And then I took that out and put it to the side. Then I chopped my shrimp up really fine because I want to make sure I got every bit of shrimp inside the salmon. Then I went ahead with about 6 ounces of cream cheese, softened of course. I roasted some garlic earlier and I put that in there too. Not the whole thing though because I need some for my mashed potatoes. Once I added the shrimp and spinach to the mixture, I added some mozzarella cheese and some Parmesan cheese. Then I seasoned it with about a teaspoon of onion powder and a half a teaspoon of salt. And you gotta add that garlic pepper. Once I had everything in, I started mixing it really, really good. I wanted everything to be incorporated into the cream cheese mixture. After that was fully mixed, I added in my lump crab. And add as much as your heart desires. Gently fold it into the mixture and then put it to the side. I only made 2 pieces of salmon, so I had a lot of extra mixture that I will be using tomorrow for something. But I cut my slits towards the bottom of the salmon and I made sure it was really spaced out in the middle. Then I seasoned the salmon with that Ashley Seafood Secret. And I seasoned it well. I made sure all parts of that salmon had seasoning on it. And we all know I don't like salmon skin, so I took the skin off and I added seasoning to the back as well. Then I added a little bit of smoked paprika on top to give it some color and some more flavor. And then I stuffed them things. Stuffed them things. And see, we multitasking here. So now I'm going to get this asparagus ready. I washed them, dried them, and then doused them in some grapeseed oil. I'm using Chef Meta's all-purpose seasoning on this, and I added just a pinch of salt. You could add as much salt as you want, but I didn't need that much salt on this. I mixed everything together, and I put it in the oven on 425 for 15 minutes because I like my asparagus like I like my man. Thick, okay? Now let's cook this salmon. Let's get some grapeseed oil in a cast iron skillet and some butter. I use butter because I want it seared but not a crust, if that makes any sense. I laid my salmon down and I flattened it and I cooked it for about 6 to 7 minutes each side. Only because it's stuffed, so it takes a little bit longer to cook. If you don't want to burn it, you could just add it into the oven after you get the top seared for about 15 minutes. Then I basted it with that butter just to feel fancy, you know. And then I started on my taters. I boiled my potatoes in some salty water until they were fork tender. And while they were draining, I added a big old piece of butter, the rest of my roasted garlic, and some half and half. Now, you can use whole milk if you want. I use half and half because I like my potatoes thick like me. Then I added some buttery garlic and herb seasoning, and I added my potatoes back. And I still do it the old school way, just mash them. It was a lot harder to do with one hand than I thought it would be, so I stopped and finished mashing. And I added some sour cream, mixed that up, and I added just a little bit of Parmesan cheese to take it to the next level. And my food's love language is physical touch because I like my food to touch. Shrimp and crab stuffed salmon dinner. All right, bye.